Most people assume that if you want a serious table saw, you need to clear out half your garage just to house the thing. But then you run into this little yellow and black unit, and it makes you rethink that whole idea. It is surprisingly compact, which is the first thing that hits you when you see it sitting on its stand. You can tuck it away in a corner or toss it in the back of a truck without needing a team of people to help you move it. Now, don't let the size fool you into thinking it is just for hobbyists. It has enough rip capacity to handle a full sheet of plywood, which is honestly the benchmark for whether a portable saw is actually useful or just a toy. The rack and pinion fence system is the real star here. It moves with this smooth, satisfying precision that you usually only find on much larger, stationary equipment. You just turn the dial, and the fence stays perfectly parallel to the blade every single time. It takes the guesswork out of those repetitive cuts, and that is a massive win for anyone who has ever struggled with a fence that keeps drifting. There is also a clever safety feature built in where the saw won't just kick back on if the power happens to flicker or cut out while you are working. It forces you to physically reset the switch, which is one of those small, thoughtful touches that keeps your fingers safe. The blade brake is another one of those features that feels like a luxury until you use it once and realize you never want to go back to a saw that just spins down forever. It stops the blade almost instantly after you cut the power. If there is a downside, it is that the smaller blade size does limit your depth of cut compared to the massive cabinet saws. So if you are constantly ripping thick, heavy timber, you might find yourself wishing for a bit more clearance. It is also a bit loud, but that is pretty much par for the course with these high-speed motors. It is not the quietest machine in the shop, but it gets the job done with authority. The stand is sturdy enough to keep things stable, though it does have a bit of a footprint once it is fully set up. Still, for someone who needs to balance power with the reality of limited floor space, this thing hits a really sweet spot. It is not trying to be a professional-grade cabinet saw for a massive workshop, but for everything else, it is a remarkably capable piece of kit that feels like it was built to actually be used, not just looked at. If you are tight on space but refuse to compromise on accuracy, this is probably the one to beat.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.